Hi guys, it's Max here with dartsreviews.tv in association with dartsplanet.tv. We got part of the Mission Darts line of the Saturn range. These are the Fenrir, which is the scalloped dart version. Really looking forward to getting my hands on these. I love a scalloped dart. It gives me a really good push point. What I think we'll do is we'll head on over to the board, we'll get them out, have a closer look.
Okay, so we're over at the table with the Mission Saturn Fenrir Darts. We've got the 23 gram ones here. The box itself has like this smoky sort of background, and then we have like this Saturn space age sort of symbol down the bottom and up at the top. The name down the left side, Mission at the bottom, and obviously the window showing the dart set up with the flights behind. Over on the back, we've got some information about Mission here. We've got the Mission logo, what's in the box. They are match weighted to 0.05 grams and the safety information. Let's get the darts out, have a close look. So they come in this like plastic velvet coated insert. It does what it needs to, keeps everything safe in the box. You've got the flights and the point holder with the Mission logo, and obviously the 3 darts in here. Let's get one out, have a closer look. We have a standard black coated point. I'd say it's not too short, but it's definitely not one of the medium length ones. Then we go into the ball nose, which is in a clear sort of like natural finish, before going into the first of the scallops, and it has this sandblasted effect or sandblasted tungsten fill here. Then we have a smooth ring, the middle scallop, another smooth ring, and the back scallop. And then we go with like 2 very shallow cut rings either side of the etched Mission logo, and then the standard black saber point stem. The scallops themselves slightly wider at the front and then narrower at the back. So if you're throwing from the rear scallop, it is going to be a thinner feel in your finger and thumb compared to the front, and obviously this one's in between. It does add a little bit more grip because of the texture. I do like scallops. It gives you a really good push point to throw the dart. But I do like the fact that the dart's actually tapering from the front to the back, with the scallops going down in increments as well. Measurements on this at the front is 7mm and length is 50mm. Decent length, gives you plenty of grip areas, well, 3 of them as you can see. It's 90% tungsten as well, and the balance point, obviously, because it's tapering from the front, it is going to be slightly forward, not quite dead in the centre, but it's, I'd say, in between a front and a mid-weighted dart. I'm looking forward to giving these a go, so what we'll do is we'll go and head on over to the board, see how we get on.
Okay, so we're over in the dart room with the Mission Saturn Fenrir Darts. Looking forward to these. I love a scalloped dart, and this one has 3 of them, and it tapers from the front to the back as well, so that rear scallop's a bit thinner than at the front. Got that sort of sandblasted texture as well, so it's going to add that little bit extra grip, which is something sometimes I really do look for in a scalloped dart, just so it's not too smooth. I'm going to have a couple of practice throws, and then we'll go into our practice routine, so let's see how we get on with them. Oh, threw that one a little high. Made the adjustment, 121. They're definitely going into the board at a lovely angle. I tried to sneak that one over the top. Only a 41, but they're still around about where I need them. All in all, they're flying through the air, really, really nice. And that sort of like sandblasting texture really is adding just that extra bit of grip that I like. So yeah, let's go straight into our 201 practice routine. Game on. Oh, the second one. 140. Made the adjustment and got it back in the chuckle. Just 61 left to get. And there we go in 3 darts. Definitely a dart that I would love to just be able to pick up and throw whenever I can. I'm definitely going to have another go of these a bit later this evening. But all in all, a beautiful dart, lovely flight through the air. That sandblasting adds that extra bit to the grip that really makes a difference for that clean release. So yeah, let's go have a final thought. Well, I was more than happy with that. Starting off with a ton 40 and then getting the finish. A little bit of a mess up there with like the finishing, but 6 darts in all. I'm always happy to do it in less than 9, let alone 6. I think these are a fantastic scallop dart. These could quite easily be my daily throwers because I do like a scallop with the push point, and the fact that you've got that sort of like sandblasted texture in each of them adds a bit more grip and a bit more control, especially when it gets a bit hot and sticky. You don't want to be sort of like sticking to the dart and pulling it either side. So that sandblasted does add another element that gives you a better and clean release. I'm going to give it a grip rating of 2.5. Normally I'd most probably only give it a 2 because of the scallop, but that sandblasting does warrant that extra half a point. So a 2.5 grip rating is what I'm going to go for because I did get a nice clean release and it wasn't catching or anything like that as well. Price point is £44.95. I think that's dead smack on the money for a 90% tungsten dart nowadays. It's decent value for money. You're not breaking the bank or anything, and the quality is there, and you've got that interesting look and that extra sort of like sandblasting as well, adding another element to the dart. It only comes in 23 and 25 grams, so it's not a massive range, but it should like be dead smack around where the majority of dart players are sort of like going. It could be that coming up to a heavier or lighter weight is something you need, and the fact that this sort of like tapers down from the front to the back, giving you 3 different widths of scallop to throw from, gives you a decent sort of like range to play about with and so hone in your grip as well. If you've got a set of these or you're looking at getting a set, make sure you head on down to the comment section and let us know. It really helps other players as well if you tell them what you think of the dart, because it's not just my opinion, then they're getting a broader spectrum of sort of like what people think. Make sure you head on over to dartsreviews.tv and dartsplanet.tv. Something on there for everyone. There's lots of stuff from the past, like reviews and everything, so you could check out if there's something you're looking to buy. It might help you make up your mind. Make sure you tick subscribe and tick notifications as well. Lots of reviews and that coming up in the future. Darts, cases, shirts, all sorts. Something that could hopefully pique your interest. And as always, come back, check us out again soon. Bye.